The Toronto Raptors might steal Kevin Durant from one of these teams that he wants to go to. But Shams Charania still feels that the Miami Heat and the Houston Rockets are the front runners for Kevin Durant. What the hell is going on? Let's dissect this, Heat Nation. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe as we push for 7,000 subscribers. Now that we got that out the way, hit the intro.
That is enough said.
What's up, Heat Nation? Your boy Ernest here, back with another Miami Heat Talk video. Video number 2 of the day, you guys, because these updates just keep coming and coming and coming. So let's go together on another Miami Heat Talk adventure. Now, first thing I want to talk about. It was reported by Hoops Hype a few hours ago, and this post originally came from Responsible Gaming, and it's been reported by other sources as well, that the Toronto Raptors are doing everything they can to do what they did with Kawhi Leonard in 2018. Apparently, the Toronto Raptors have been in talks with the Phoenix Suns about a potential trade. Now, I did mention it in my episode earlier today. If you haven't seen it, go check that one out. We talked about Kevin Durant and the possibility of adding Jonathan Kuminga to this team. But I did mention in that episode earlier today, you guys, that there could be dark horses that come out of the woodworks, kind of like, you know, Milwaukee came out of nowhere for Dame Lillard. And just like I mentioned, Toronto came out for Kawhi Leonard in 2018. These dark horses teams like the Toronto Raptors, the LA Clippers, the Minnesota Timberwolves, even though Minnesota's not really a dark horse, they're not on Kevin Durant's list. And it was reported, and I'm going to read this quote. The Toronto Raptors have explored a range of trade concepts that could involve a framework including any combination of RJ Barrett, Emmanuel Quickley, Jakob Poeltl, I believe that's how you pronounce his name, Jakob Poeltl, yeah, but the number 9 pick in the 2025 draft. While nothing appears imminent, there is internal openness to parting with one of Barrett or Quickley in a larger package, and Poeltl could be included depending on the structure. Additionally, Toronto has explored scenarios involving trading down from number 9 rather than exiting the first round altogether. A clear motivation to make changes is evident. End quote. They're a dark horse. I could see Toronto trading for Kevin Durant. But here's the thing. When Toronto did that in 2018, they were a contender. They just traded DeMar DeRozan for Kawhi Leonard, and Kawhi turned them into an instant championship favorites because you had Pascal Siakam, Kyle Lowry, OJ Anunoby. They traded for Marc Gasol midseason. They don't have that team now. They couldn't even get in the play-in. And you think Kevin Durant's going to want to go there? And why the hell would Toronto give up the 9th pick for Kevin Durant? Doesn't make sense. Is it possible? Sure. Is it likely? I don't think so. I don't know why Toronto would do that. I don't know why Toronto would give up RJ Barrett, Emmanuel Quickley, Jakob Poeltl, and the number 9th pick for a guy that just might leave in a year, and they won't even do anything in next season. Maybe they might make the play-in, but I don't see it. And it looks like Kevin Durant, you guys, when you look at the 3 teams he wants to go to, Houston, Miami, and San Antonio, what do all these teams have in common? They're in great weather, Texas and Florida. Also, no state income taxes. And Kevin Durant denied going to Minnesota. Why the hell would we want to go to Toronto? It's cold weather. You're traveling internationally at least 41 times out of the year. It's annoying. I mean, I don't see that happening. Now, after that, I did watch the Pat McAfee show earlier today. Shams Charania was on that show. Shams Charania talked about Kevin Durant's favorites, the San Antonio Spurs, the Houston Rockets, and the Miami Heat. Shams Charania specifically said on the episode that San Antonio has not been aggressive for Kevin Durant talks. And it's like I've mentioned earlier before, you guys, I don't see a reason why they would need to be. You have Victor Wembanyama, you have De'Aaron Fox, you have the number 2 pick, you have the number 14 pick, and you have future draft capital. Save it for Giannis. San Antonio is going to probably be the front runners if Giannis requests a trade. Why would you go all in for Kevin Durant now when you can probably get someone better later? That's why I think maybe San Antonio made an offer, but it was probably a lowball offer, and Phoenix were like, no. I reported earlier today that the offers between the Rockets, the Heat, and the Spurs have not been favorable for Phoenix. They don't love the offers. But trading a guy who's 36, who's disgruntled on an expiring contract, you're not going to get what you gave up for him a few years ago. Phoenix just needs to realize that. Obviously, they want to make this trade before the draft in June 25th because they want to try to at least get a 2025 pick. But if not, at least a future pick. But Shams Charania said this, and I quote, "The Rockets and the Heat seem the most realistic options for Kevin Durant. These teams are more motivated and the proposals they've put are marked more aggressive than the San Antonio Spurs." It was also reported by Dwayne Rankin of the Arizona Republic that the Phoenix Suns reportedly may be lowering the asking price for Kevin Durant. Minnesota made an offer, but Durant doesn't want to sign an extension there. And if Minnesota trades for Kevin Durant and they do a trade for Rudy Gobert and Dante DiVincenzo, it's going to hard cap them into the second apron. And this is not going to allow them to bring back Naz Reid, maybe even Julius Randle. So that could bite Minnesota in the ass. The more that we're seeing it, you guys, the more that Houston and Miami could be the best options. Houston because they have Phoenix's draft picks. They also have Jalen Green and Jabari Smith they can add. But does Houston really want to do that? A lot of these people that keep talking, you guys, keep saying that the Miami Heat are the best option. You can plug him in with Tyler and Bam. He can play his same game. He can be that closer. But he also has Tyler Hero to back him up as a solid number 2. Has a relationship with Bam. He has a relationship with Spo. I just don't want to give up the farm for Kevin Durant. When you look at Toronto's asking price, Jakob Poeltl, Emmanuel Quickly, RJ Barrett, and the number 9 pick, if that's what Phoenix is looking for, I'm hanging up the phone. It is Wiggins, Duncan, or Terry Rozier. Pick 2. Your choice of Jovic or Hawkes. And you can either take the 20th pick this year or one future first round draft pick. That's the most I'm willing to give up. I don't want to give up Khalil Ware. I don't want to give up multiple draft picks. If that's the case, move forward, try to go after someone better, or revamp this team. Heat Nation, let me know what you think in the comments. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe. Trying to give you guys as many updates as I can. If I hear something new, I'll let you guys know. Until next time, your boy Ernest out, and that is enough said.